What's up, everybody? It's Imran here with escapeyourdeskjob.com. In today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make your images in your Kindle book stand out to create more engagement and to get more buyers. Now, one of the big problems I had with my books when I first started out was that they all looked like they had been outsourced and they looked really cheap. You never want that to come across to the reader. So what I've started to do now is change all my images over into these really nice grid-like images, which I'm going to show you in a second. And what I found is that people are more engaged, they leave better reviews, and there's a lot of benefits to doing it this way. And the whole process can still be outsourced, by the way. So let's get started. So here's what I found. People do not like to read. Content with images, about every 75 to 100 words, get 2 times the number of shares as articles with fewer images. So if you have one image every, let's say, 100 words, you're much more likely to have a happier reader, a more engaged reader, and something that's going to actually finish your book. And on top of that, I found that 90% of information transmitted to the brain is visual, and visuals are processed 60 times faster in the brain than text. So that goes to show you, like, people love Instagram, they love looking at pictures on Facebook, they love looking at pictures on Twitter. Why not bring that same concept to books? The process can be outsourced, so don't worry too much about having to put a lot of time into the visuals. I'm going to show you how to build one in like 30 seconds. So here's what I've kind of done with, I'll show you an example here. On the right, there's a copy and paste from the web. And on the left is an image I put together within 30 seconds, taking that image from the right and adding 3 more into a grid pattern. I did this for all my recipe books, and you can tell it looks 10 times as nice. And it kind of gives the reader, like, wow, this guy put some time into it. It looks really special. So that's the goal of what we're going to get you to today. So why should you care? So one, the benefits are that it makes the book longer. So it takes a book from like 60 pages to 80 pages. So when the buyer goes to your page, you're like, wow, almost 20 more pages than other cheaper books out there. And they're much more likely to pay, an extra dollar for your book or whatever it is. And also, I found that the readers that go through the books tend to be happier and tend to finish it, which leads to better reviews at the end and more people leaving reviews. Here's some targets I put into place for my outsourcing team. I target one picture every 200 to 500 words, and this allows for me to put pictures in pretty often, but not too often where it becomes like ugly to read. And like I said, I use Canva grids and filters to quickly put these together, and I've told my outsourcing team how to do this as well, and they've kind of learned this process from me. So let me show you how it works. It's demo time. Give me a second here while I open up the other page. So here's Canva, and we're going to be doing this image right here in real time. It's already been created, but I'll start from scratch. So if we go over to Canva, you can log in, it's all free. And you run down to this one here, photo collage. Now what this will do is it'll bring up a collage of some sort that we can change the layout, change the way it looks. It doesn't have to be in this array, but it kind of gives you the framework for putting it together. So let's do this. It didn't come up, but we can build it from scratch. So let's see, what's the layout like? 2 on the side. So these are all the different layouts you can use. The one that I used was the 3 up. Where is it? Oh, there we are. Okay, got it. So that's our layout, and then we can start putting images into it. So what I did was I started uploading. You can actually upload your own documents or own images onto Canva, and then I've organized into a folder down here. So we'll go down to the plantain one, which is one of the first ones I did. And you can see, boom, that picture's in there. And then what I do is I apply a filter to it. So drama. So, if all of them have filters on it, you can do different things. Like you can choose whatever you want. But what I find is the darker ones that you put writing against it, and it looks kind of better. Then what else? Did some bananas. Boom. Apply a filter. And then I did this one. Apply a filter. I mean, this can be done by anybody. It doesn't have to be done by you, of course. It's so simple that you can teach somebody else how to do it. And this one down here. And apply a filter. And then what we did afterwards is we just look for a square. And this will bring up stuff that you can put over top of it. And I'll line it up right here. Line it up here. Line it up there. Make it black. And then you can put a transparency on it. So I do maybe, I don't know, 90, 80%. Let's say. And then what I always do is I put text on it, and I typically use Montserrat or any kind of blocky, nice-looking font that's not too scribbly. And I'll make it white, and then make this one say plantains, right here, and then coconut sugar caramelized. Now let's adjust the size a little bit. 28, what was this one? 18 and 50. 18. Make this one 50. And boom, that's it. So basically, you have this nice image you can throw into your book now. And I'll show you an example of it. So this is how a page in this book is going to look now. Oops, didn't show up. Try that again. No, not showing up. Let's try and find the image. So then I save the images to my hard drive. And where is it? Put it into my book. Now it should work. Boom, there you go. So look how much better that looks. That's going to be a preview of your book, and you have a nice, beautiful image above your whatever it is. Maybe it's a recipe, maybe it's something else, but it looks much more professional and it looks much more high quality. And yeah, so that's what I do. I find that it makes a huge difference in terms of reader enjoyment. And give it a try and let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe below. I'll be including, I'm trying to build right now a nice little package, a Kindle package that has all my teachings in it, all my templates, everything else I use. That's coming soon, so subscribe to the channel. I'll keep coming out with different videos on Kindle and how to make your Kindle book stand out, and I'll have a bonus material for you to take home and do the stuff yourself. So thanks for listening.